dream garden remains behind you now, though its scent and softness still linger like a shawl over your shoulders. You're moving without moving. Your physical body hasn't shifted an inch, but your inner self glides forward, carried by an unseen current. It feels like a river, though there's no water splashing or rushing here. Instead, it's a current of sensation, warmth, lightness, and the faint hum of something vast. The kind of hum you feel in your chest at a concert when the bass hits. Only this one is tender, like a lullaby, whispered in a language you once knew but forgot. You're no longer steering. That's the strange beauty of it. You've released control, and yet you feel more safe than you ever do when gripping the wheel of your own day. Somewhere in this flow, you realize you've stepped into the territory of your subconscious. Historians still argue whether ancient shamans really traveled to hidden realms in trance, or whether it was all Simbo, like storytelling meant to shift the listener's mind. Either way, you're in that space now, the place where stories become sensations, where you are both the listener and the dreamer. The current takes you into a wide chamber. Here, the air is thicker, like warm honey, and every movement feels suspended, slower, sweeter. You notice shapes forming in the haze, familiar faces, memories, but they don't demand your attention. They drift by like leaves in a slow stream, acknowledged but not clung to. You pass a fragment of a busy morning, emails, rushing, checking the clock. You watch it fade away as if it belongs to someone else now. Next, a moment of worry, a knot in your chest from earlier in the week. It unravels in front of you and slips into the current, gone. Your subconscious seems to be sorting, carrying away the clutter, making more room for stillness. It reminds you of the old Japanese practice of misogi, a purification ritual using water to wash away the spiritual and emotional dust of living. Here, no cold river or waterfall is needed. The cleansing happens in silence, with nothing more than the steady movement of this invisible tide. The current slows, and you find yourself before an archway made entirely of soft, golden light. Passing through feels like stepping into sunlight after a long winter. Your skin, your thoughts, your entire being warms instantly. Beyond the arch is a vast expanse. No ground, no sky, just an endless, velvety horizon. It's the kind of space where sound wouldn't echo because there's nothing to bounce off of. And yet, you feel like the air is filled with a low, steady chord that vibrates in harmony with your breath. You float here, wrapped in this boundless stillness, and for the first time tonight, there is no image in your mind. No garden, no water, no cave, just presence. There's a strange relief in that emptiness, like realizing you don't need to fill every silence with words. You think of how, in some Buddhist teachings, the deepest meditation is described as the absence that is full. Here, you understand exactly what they meant. A flicker of curiosity passes. How long have you been here? Minutes? Hours? Time has completely stepped aside, and you're in no rush to invite it back. The hum deepens slightly as though the space itself is leaning closer to you. You sense it's not just holding you, it's carrying you. Somewhere far beneath your awareness, your heartbeat slows to match the rhythm of this vastness. Every so often, a tiny glimmer passes by, not bright enough to disturb you, just enough to remind you that even here, there is life and movement. A dream forming, perhaps, or a thought softened by the water of the subconscious until it is smooth and harmless. You realize you could stay in this space forever, and in some way, you do. Because when you leave it tonight, you'll carry the memory of its calm back with you, woven into your waking hours like a hidden thread. And here, in this infinite stillness, the last part of you that was trying finally lets go. No guidance needed. Just the slow drift, the endless horizon, and you, surrendered completely to the current. The current that held you in the velvet horizon begins to shift, not fading, but becoming gentler still, like a rocking chair, easing from a slow sway to an almost imperceptible drift. You realize you're not being carried forward anymore. You're being cradled. Your body, still lying in the quiet of the real world, feels impossibly far away, yet comfortingly close at the same time. It's as if you're wrapped in two layers of reality: the physical you, resting deeply, and the dream self, floating in endless calm. You sense the subtle weight of your own breath, each inhale like the tide reaching toward the shore, each exhale drawing back into the safety of the ocean. This rhythm has no beginning and no end. It's the same rhythm that's been with you since the first moment you were alive, and will be with you until your last. It's a humbling, grounding truth, and yet, here in this space, it feels as light as air. Somewhere in the distance, or maybe inside yourself, comes the faint sound of a bell. Not sharp or metallic, but round and warm, like the kind used in old monasteries to mark the change from one silent hour to the next. Historians still debate whether these bells were meant to signal spiritual shifts or simply keep monks from losing track of mealtime. You smile faintly at the thought, and the smile itself melts into the same pool of calm that holds the rest of you. From the horizon, a soft light emerges. It isn't rushing toward you. It has no urgency at all. It simply grows, filling the space in the way dawn fills the sky, touching every hidden corner until the darkness is laced with gentle gold. The light has texture, like warm silk gliding over your skin without ever touching it. Every place it passes seems to release some final trace of tension you didn't even know remained. Your temples loosen. The space between your shoulder blades softens. Even your toes sigh in relief. You remember that the earliest forms of hypnotherapy relied not on spoken words alone, but on rhythm and sensation. The slow turning of a crystal, the steady beat of a drum, or the flicker of a flame. Tonight, this light is your rhythm, and it works wordlessly, without needing you to think or try. Somewhere in your mind, a thought tries to surface. Something about tomorrow, or next week, or an unfinished task. But the light is patient. It doesn't push the thought away. It simply surrounds it, warms it, until the edges blur and it drifts off like a balloon into the sky, small and unimportant. You are here, and here is enough. The light slowly folds around you now, not in a sphere, not in a cage, more like the way a blanket naturally curves to your body when you pull it close. You're enveloped in comfort that is both infinite and deeply personal, as if it was shaped to fit you alone. And here, in this stillness, the sound of your breath becomes almost the only thing that exists. Each inhale is a tiny beginning. Each exhale is a tiny ending. And between them is eternity. If anyone could see you now, they'd swear you were asleep already. But you know you're in that rare, shimmering moment just before sleep takes you entirely. It's the threshold where both worlds touch, and you're allowed to linger as long as you like. So you do. Somewhere between the slow tide of your breath and the weightless hum of your body, the edges of the room begin to blur. Not literally, you're not hallucinating, but your mind is slowly letting go of the neat, crisp outlines it usually keeps. The ceiling, the walls, the floor, they seem softer, as though they're only suggestions now. And you begin to drift inward. It's not falling asleep just yet. It's more like walking into a hidden garden in your mind, where the air is cooler, the colors richer, and everything hums with the gentle patience of a place that has been waiting for you. You pass through a gate, its arch woven from flowering vines, and you can smell something faintly sweet, not overpowering, not perfumed, but natural. Like night-blooming jasmine, those mysterious flowers that open under the stars instead of the sun. Historians still argue whether ancient cultures cultivated them purely for beauty, or if they believed the night scent had protective magic. Tonight, you decide it's both. The path curves, and with each step, you feel the soft crunch of gravel. Or perhaps it's more like walking on fine sugar. Your body stays heavy in rest, but your inner self moves freely here. Every bend in the path reveals something new. A stone lantern glowing faintly, a koi pond with water so still it mirrors the stars, a bench carved from some ancient, time-softened wood. You wander without hurry, letting your mind float in this safe dreamscape. Your breathing matches the slow sway of willow branches that seem to move without wind. Somewhere far off, there's the sound of water spilling gently over stones. In the real world, this would be a perfect place for a historian to make notes about irrigation systems. Did you know that in ancient Persia, elaborate gardens, called paradises, were designed to mimic an earthly vision of heaven? They arranged water channels in precise patterns so that no matter where you sat, you could hear the soft trickle nearby. Sound alone was thought to soothe the soul. As you move deeper into your inner garden, you come to a small bridge, arched and delicate, its wooden planks smooth from ages of footsteps, though right now, only yours touch it. Beneath, the water glows faintly, as though moonlight has decided to rest here instead of in the sky. You pause on the bridge, resting your hands lightly on the railing. Your muscles, though your physical body hasn't moved, still feel the deep unwinding from earlier. Your shoulders are low, your jaw soft, your whole self tuned to a slower, sweeter frequency. On the far side of the bridge, the path narrows and begins to spiral gently downward. Not a sudden drop. No, this is a slow descent, like a staircase carved by a patient artist who wanted you to savor every step. And you do. Each turn takes you deeper into the earth, where the air grows warmer and the light dimmer, until you realize you've entered a quiet, starlit cavern. The walls here are made of smooth stone, cool to the touch, and etched with markings you don't fully recognize. But somehow, you feel they are telling you a story. Maybe a history of your own dreams, or maybe of the many travelers who came before you. Some scholars still debate the purpose of such markings in real ancient caves. Were they art, maps, or ceremonial symbols? Perhaps all three, perhaps none. Your mind doesn't demand an answer. Here, the knowing comes from feeling, not from fact. You walk toward a pool at the center of the cavern. Its surface is impossibly still. When you kneel beside it, you see your reflection. Only, it's not your current self. It's you, but lighter. Your face is serene. Your eyes are untroubled. There's a sense of before in this image. Before stress, before worry, before the weight of days. You trail your fingers across the water. Ripples move outward, carrying with them little sparks of light that drift lazily into the air. They don't fall back down. They simply float upward, disappearing into the soft darkness above. For a moment, think about how the ancient Greeks believed dreams rose from the underworld rivers, carried to sleepers by the god Morpheus. If that's true, perhaps this pool is one of those rivers' secret sources. You stand again, feeling even lighter now, and notice a tunnel leading out from the far side of the cavern. It's not dark. There's a glow from somewhere ahead. You follow it, and the walls gradually change from stone to crystal. The light refracts in soft blues and golds, like being inside a prism. You can hear your breath echo here, slow and steady, and each sound seems to carry a faint harmonic tone, as if the air itself is humming in approval of your presence. You emerge into another garden, but this one is stranger, more dreamlike. Flowers here are colors you've never seen before. The air is warm but weightless, and the stars overhead seem to move in slow spirals, painting the sky in shifting patterns. You know you could wander here for hours, but instead, you simply stand still. You let the place breathe you as though you are as much a part of this dream as the stones, the water, the air. And in this perfect moment of stillness, you feel the last threads of tension from the waking world finally snap loose. They fall away quietly, never to return tonight. You barely notice the moment the floor beneath you seems to vanish. Not because you're falling, but because you're floating, as though gravity decided to loosen its grip for a while. The stillness you cultivated in your head and shoulders begins to stretch its fingers through the rest of you, as if calm itself has become a living thing, curling around your body like a warm cat claiming a nap spot. Your breath keeps its slow rhythm. Inhale, a soft swell. Exhale, a gentle release. Each cycle is a wave on an invisible shoreline, drawing you further away from the sharp edges of your day. Somewhere in the back of your mind, you recall a detail you once read about sailors in the age of exploration, how they used the rocking of the ship not only to sleep, but also to slip into dreams where land was never far away. And here you are now, your body as the vessel, your breath as the ocean's lull. We begin again at your toes, but this time it's different. Instead of simply relaxing them, you imagine them melting. Not in a dramatic cartoon way. No puddles here. More like butter softening on warm bread. Each toe becomes lighter, softer, as though all the tiny muscles inside them are quietly checking out for the night. The sensation moves to your arches, your heels. It's as if your feet are remembering how to be weightless. You think of ancient Egyptian sandal makers. Did they know their craft was the earliest kind of ergonomic design? Some historians still argue whether their elaborate woven patterns were purely decorative or actually functional for long treks across the desert. Either way, you decide your feet would have fit right in, decorated or not, among the quiet sands. Your calves feel the same soft unraveling, like tightly wound yarn finally given permission to tumble from the spool. It's not just physical. You can sense your thoughts about today's tasks, tomorrow's plans, and next week's maybe plans slipping away with them. The idea of later do doesn't exist here. There is only the warmth moving upward. Knees loosen. They've been bending and holding all day, doing their unnoticed work while you moved from one moment to another. Now they get their reward. Pure stillness. You picture them wrapped in soft cloth, like treasures stored in a quiet attic. And speaking of attics, did you know that some medieval castles had dedicated dream rooms? Spaces with elaborate wall paintings of stars and clouds, meant for contemplation and, yes, daydreaming. A little luxurious, but honestly, you could get used to the idea. Your thighs melt next. Here's where the muscles are strong, carrying you through walks, steps, even just standing still when you'd rather be sitting. Imagine them bathed in sunlight, but not hot sunlight. The kind that feels golden and calm, the kind you don't have to move away from. Now, your hips. They sink like anchors, not heavy anchors of burden, but the kind that keep a peaceful boat from drifting too far from a safe shore. The muscles loosen their grip. The joints hum in gratitude. If they could talk, they'd probably say, "Finally, you're letting us just be." Your belly rises and falls with your breath. Each inhale expands it, just enough to make space for peace. Each exhale presses out a little more of the day's leftover tension. Here's where you start to feel the hypnotic pull deepening. Your body is almost gone from your awareness, and yet every sensation is richer. Your chest opens subtly, like a flower at night. Yes, some flowers do that, blooming under moonlight instead of the sun. The warmth flows into your ribs, filling all the hidden spaces between them. Imagine those spaces lit softly from within, like the warm light behind the paper walls of an old Japanese tea house. Historians still debate whether tea rituals were originally about the tea or the stillness that surrounded the tea. In this moment, you know your answer. It's the stillness. The calm rises into your shoulders again. But this time, instead of simply sinking, they almost dissolve into the surface beneath you. No edges, no tension, just the sensation of being held entirely. Your arms follow, the same melting, the same warmth, the same permission to simply let go. Elbows, wrists, palms, fingers, each one softens. The little muscles between your knuckles, the ones that tense without you noticing when you grip a pen or a steering wheel, they're finally free. Up your neck, the calm is like warm rain, trickling down into places you didn't even know were tight. Your throat loosens. It's easier to breathe. It's easier to just be here. Your jaw hangs slightly open, not in a cartoonish way, but in that perfectly unbothered way people have when they're truly comfortable. The tongue rests in the quietest part of your mouth, and your cheeks lose the faint, invisible pressure they've been holding all day. Your eyes, already heavy, become impossibly heavier, not from effort, but because keeping them closed now feels better than anything else. Behind them, your mind drifts further into a landscape that feels less like imagination and more like memory, though you can't place when you've been here before. The crown of your head hums faintly, as if a soft wind is brushing over it. Every thought that tries to rise here just fades away, like writing in sand and watching the tide sweep it clean. By now, you're not sure where your body ends and the space around you begins. You are warmth. You are breath. You are the quiet in between each heartbeat. And if someone were to peek into this moment, they might say you look as though you've been here for hours. A peaceful traveler who has reached the first great harbor on a long, dreamy voyage. You notice it almost immediately. The shift in the air. It's softer here, like the world decided to turn its volume down. There's a faint scent of something comforting, maybe chamomile, or that mysterious clean laundry smell no one has ever successfully bottled without adding artificial fragrance to the label. You're lying back now, and your awareness naturally floats to the crown of your head, noticing, not judging. It's amazing how even the scalp can hold tension, as if your hair follicles have been training for a marathon. But right now, you allow them to unclench, imagining tiny doors opening, releasing that invisible pressure. Your forehead too. Ah, yes, that furrow you didn't even know you were making while scrolling on your phone earlier. Gone. The skin smooths. Your eyebrows gently part ways, like old friends agreeing to see less of each other for their own good. Even your eyelids feel heavier, as if little silk curtains are being drawn to signal the end of the day. You let your eyes rest in darkness, but you still sense colors flickering faintly, like the remnants of a sunset you caught just before stepping inside. Some historians still argue whether ancient civilizations actually believed sunsets were the sun being eaten by celestial creatures, or if that was just a poetic metaphor. Either way, in this space, the light dims in perfect harmony with your breath. You inhale, cool, slow, unhurried, and you exhale, even slower. With each cycle, your jaw loosens, shoulders release a fraction more weight, as if someone is quietly unpacking invisible stones from your backpack. Your neck is next. You might imagine it like an ancient Roman aqueduct. Sure, it was designed to carry a constant flow of thoughts in your case. But tonight, the water is shut off, and the stone arches stand quiet, basking under a silver moon. Did you know that some Roman aqueducts still stand after nearly 2,000 years? That's the thing about steady, intentional construction. It lasts. And tonight, you are gently reconstructing your own inner stillness. Your shoulders sink deeper into your resting place. Gravity has been doing its job all day, and now it seems to be giving you a softer version, like the warm, steady hand of a friend saying, "I've got you." Down your arms, the calm moves, rolling like a slow tide, until it reaches your elbows, your wrists, your fingers. Each joint, each tendon lets go, as if the ocean itself had whispered, "Rest." You notice your hands, how they tingle slightly, how they seem to hum with the quiet knowledge that they've done enough for today. It's funny, if your hands had a union, they'd probably have very strict after-hours rules. No typing, no carrying, no fidgeting, just pure rest, negotiated and signed off with great satisfaction. The relaxation keeps flowing down through your chest, which rises and falls like a slow pendulum. The rhythm is hypnotic now. Your breath is the tide, and your body is the shore, welcoming it in and letting it go, over and over. Here, in this gentle space, you might remember the first time you noticed the sound of your own heartbeat, maybe as a child, pressing your ear to your pillow. There's something ancient in that memory. After all, humans have been listening to heartbeats for millennia. Some scholars suggest that early lullabies may have been inspired by the sound of a mother's heart, a rhythm that spoke of safety before language even existed. Your belly loosens, as if invisible fingers unlace a tight knot you've been carrying since sometime between lunch and now. Every muscle softens, and you can feel the weight of the day melting away in little streams of warmth. It's interesting. Progressive relaxation isn't new. In fact, Yoga Nidra, the yogic sleep practice, has been guiding people into this kind of deep body scan for thousands of years. Of course, they didn't have smartphones back then, so they weren't also mentally adding, "Pick up milk tomorrow," in the middle of their session. Your hips follow next, rolling slightly outward in their sockets, as though they've been granted permission to finally stop holding the world together. From there, the warmth flows down your thighs, into your knees, and farther still into your calves. Each step feels slower, more deliberate. Somewhere in this process, you realize you've been drifting, not asleep, not awake, but in that delicious in-between where time bends. It's the same place people have always gone to when staring into a fire, or floating on their back in a quiet lake, or watching clouds drift by like lazy ships. Now the current moves into your ankles, your feet, your toes, Each one releases until they feel like they're made of warm sand, gently shifting with the tide. You imagine a beach at night. No tourists, no seagulls, just the moon painting silver on every wave. And you're not just lying here. You're dissolving into this quiet world, piece by piece, as every muscle, every nerve, every lingering thought begins to understand. It's time to rest. And now, my friend, you rest. There's nothing left to do tonight. No thought left to chase. No clock to check. Your body is a soft weight on the earth, and the earth itself feels softer for holding you. The air around you is warm and still, and every sound in the world has been dimmed to a gentle hush, like a stage after the final curtain falls. You drift deeper into the quiet, your breath an anchor and a sail all at once, holding you steady, carrying you forward. Every cell hums with the memory of release. Every thought that once crowded the edges of your mind has dissolved, leaving only open space for dreams to grow. Time moves differently here. Each second stretches into something long and soothing, as if the night itself is trying to give you more of it. The world beyond your eyelids is safe and far away. Here, there is only this moment, and this moment, and this one. Sleep comes not as a stranger, but as an old friend, slipping into the room without a sound, settling beside you with infinite patience. There is no need to reach for it. It has already found you. You are warm. You are safe. You are home. And as the last thread of waking loosens from your mind, you let yourself go completely, falling softly into the deep, healing ocean of your own dreams. Hello, my friend. Welcome to our channel, Relax with Bedtime Stories. My name is Mushroom, and it is an honor to be your guide tonight. This is a space for you to let go, to rest. So take a slow breath and exhale gently. Feel your body loosen and let the weight of the day slip away. Now, let's step through the door together into a story that will soothe your soul and lull you to sleep.